I have two things. So the first thing is the idealistic answer is I just wish that all undergraduates knew how awesome it was to be an English major, because like you get to, you know, have read, you know, Virginia Woolf in the morning and Toni Morrison in the afternoon, and you get to have these conversations kind of with people, brilliant people like James Baldwin, you know, who's just magnificent thinker. So I wish people knew how awesome it was to be an English major. The other thing I wish undergraduates knew is how important it was to bring your book to class. So there's one idealistic and one very practical.
I think that every undergraduate student, you know, whether you're majoring in English and the humanities, or you're majoring in science, you know, or STEM field, whatever, I think everyone can benefit from you know, learning how to kind of interpret and enjoy poetry. You know, I think that's truly kind of a universal thing, and yeah, it's something that, you know, I really love doing kind of in my own time, and so that's what I think every undergraduate student should know how to do.
I would say, in a nutshell, talk to your profs. Talk to them about your essays. Talk to them about your draft of your essay. Talk to them about what you're thinking about. We're there. We're here as a resource. And maybe we can seem intimidating sometimes, and that happens, but I would say don't be shy. Go to your profs, go to your TAs. We're here for you.
Okay, naturally I thought of three. The first thing that all English students need to know is that when you go to grad school, you actually get paid to be a grad student. I didn't figure this out until I was in third year, and it blew my mind. Number two is that if you want to be a writer, you need to be reading contemporary authors. You cannot just be reading all of the old dead writers. It just will not work. Also, contemporary writers are very good, so if you think they're not, you're wrong. Finally, the thing that all English students need to know is where bookstores are. I'm always surprised that English students don't know, and this is related to the previous point. So you need to know where Type Books is, you need to know where Flying Books is, you need to know where Queen Books is, and at the very least you need to know where BMV is to buy used books, and you need to Seekers and all those other ones. There are more bookstores than the U of T bookstore. Indeed, really, in a lot of ways, the U of T bookstore is not a real bookstore. So that's what you need to know.
One thing I wish all undergraduate students knew, or should know, I should say, is that you know, they have a hand in the production of knowledge as well. So in a lot of my classes, I approach them with the understanding that it's really more meant to be a dialogue as opposed to a monologue. And what I mean by that is, instead of it being the case that I, as the professor, you know, am kind of telling you what you should think, that more I want it to be a conversation that you and I both have together. So I think in those ways, students can be empowered. Certainly my goal is to empower them to understand that they are involved in the production of knowledge as much as I am. And I think that then creates both better critical thinkers inside and out of the classroom, but I think also it creates people that know that they're capable of more than what they think.
I really wish students knew that their professors are really excited to see them learn and to experiment and to explore and to try new things, that their professors are not sitting in judgment of them and sort of waiting for them to mess up or to make a mistake, but instead are really excited to see them take risks and ask questions and to take a chance on something that they didn't know before or might not know whether they like, but that they're willing to do as part of their experience at university.